Get ready to rumble. I just want to say it so loud, but I'll get in trouble. I'll be under arrest and thrown in the jail cells. There was a chance yesterday, maybe, for doing it. And this week, actually. But I missed it. We missed it. It's forever gone now. Fries and cola. The perfect barbecue food. Put that fry back on the grill for good old roasting. On the plus side, one of those fanfic things that I was writing, I was penning out, the short ones, might actually be done before the end of this week. At the very least, I know it's going to be 10 chapters. Most of them are sketched out. I just have to do some refinement passes. Actually, one chapter needs a ground up skeleton. The other one needs me to pass through all the stuff I already wrote. And then I need to fluff out, like the skeletons are there, which is a lot closer to most. Oh boy, well, people are streaming in. Says no one's what. There is no. You don't pull that trick card on me. Let's get down to it. Did I set the volume to the right level? Yeah. It's just that this song really wants you to know it's in the house. Barbecue and barbecue accessory. Barbecue? I said something like that. I love how it's a standard house. Where does Inko live? We will never know. But this is where Olivia lives, so it's very important. We will be having sex in the bedroom and jumping out the window, so we gotta know what our escape routes look like. Just saying. That's how visual novels work. I'm a professional. Please stand back. First time we get into the bedroom, I'll be walking around with measuring tape, making sure we got all the dimensions down pat. We are not doing the late night evacuation without some prep. How do you open the window? How fast can you do it? Can it be closed easily from the other side to not look as suspicious? And what are our escape routes once we're outside? You have to know the facts. Otherwise you jump out of a first-story window and break your leg on the way down like a clown. Oh yeah, we brought a salad. Which I love it that it just get they do a really cute little thing with it though, all things considered. It's courteous to come to a... I like how your mom taught you anything, considering your mom seems to have done nothing so far. I mean, Anon had to jump out the window at some point. He wasn't even doing the sexy time. He was just hanging out. Were they just hanging out? Best not to think about it. I like how he's going overly formal, but he's just wearing the jacket. What does your shirt mean, Damien? What does it mean? And why are you with your thumb in your rolled up jacket? That's not how you do that. Or he's just one of those people. I love that he's also crazy early. He could have totally have gone and like actually figured out what would have been an appropriate thing to bring online or take his swim trunks. Nope, none of that. Didn't do any of that. Just it had to be early. And he has come bearing gifts. I appreciate that even though he brings it up, like, the neuron doesn't even fire that maybe Liz would like a salad. Like, he's that dense that even being given a prompt, he doesn't figure it out. It's not even 10, like, he's there the whole day. It's not even midday, so the sun isn't even at its worst. Ooh. Like, Damien just forgot all the details. All of them. You hang out with a herbivore, man. Shouldn't you, like, be like, hey, dude, you're like omnivores, right, bro? Whenever I talk to Damien Vos, yes, I do in fact do hand gestures. It's like you take your fists, fingers flat, not really a fist, I guess. You stick your pinkies and your pointers out, but they're still flush with the rest of the fingers that are still flat and curled. You stick your thumbs out. You know, it's kind of like the devil's worm, but a bit more like, hey, bro. Yo! You know what I'm going for. Get smoked. Cap from Persona 5. The what? Okay, we're looking this up. Get smoked. Hat. Of course it gets... Okay, this is a pretty good hat. Inko, the unintentional wingman. It's better than the ending we're getting. See you later, salad! Oh yeah, this is a really nice little zoom, too. Cross over the TV. Like, are you worried the Ringu girl's gonna appear? Because she doesn't care about Jesus Christ. The Ringu girl is a virus on the videotape, if you didn't know. Like, you can't stop that with Jesus. Jesus doesn't help you with that. Know your demons. Or, in this case, digital viruses. Man, Ringu is so weird in Japan. America got off easy, actually. I wonder... Part of me really feels like Japan just doesn't get itself sometimes, because Ringu really feels like this guy just did not understand what made sense about his original story at some points. Like, even from both cultural contexts. I don't know. Let's stop talking out of my ass. That's not good for the barbecue. I like that they hint at Vinny's existence, either through the PFP and now through the presence of toys. We should not be surprised that Vinny exists. Hello, Mr. Hank Hill. Remember, Inko, back straight, eyes forward, chest out, hands straight. That's how you scare off a bear and get a job at the same time. If you want to work in the forestry department, you gotta know how to get a job how to do a job interview with a bear. He's not a bear, but, you know, approximations exist. Randy Payne. Give him a max, give him the pain. We're turning the song down because this song is a little too obnoxious to be on full blast. How did you get marinade on your hand when you're literally using the thongs, my good sir? The tongs. Yeah, they're gonna be marinating for another 15 hours. I honestly don't. I've said it last time. There's something about Damien that rubs me the wrong way. There's something about him that feels a little too accident-prone, you know? There's a little je ne sais quoi that doesn't work for me. And it's not just that I know that my smooching potential is not high. Like, I kind of dig Reed from Goodbye Volcano High. I can fix him. I can make him stop sucking as a game master, I swear. I can fix him. You know, normally when people say they can fix someone, they're talking about, like, shitty character traits. You're just talking about that stupid tabletop game, man. But I can fix him! As I'm dragged away. They got brisket, flanks. We got briskets, flanks, ribs, sirloin, tenderloin, top sirloin, bottom sirloin, rounds, and shanks. That's a lot of cow. Wet rub and dry rub. Baby, 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 got it all going on. Question, though. Question. Isn't it kind of weird that, like, you have obligate carnivores, or you're pretending they're obligate enough that they wouldn't accept the salad, but they do seasoning? I'm just pointing out that, like, the concept of human diets and seasoning, the nature of cooking, how animals relate to food, that some meat eaters do in fact like raw meat is actually so shit that if you give an animal that likes meat, cooked meat, they'll be like, I don't want to eat raw meat. That shit sucks. Like, there is a lot going on here that gets a little too close without asking the proper questions. But that's what I know. You're saying that's like it's a bad thing. What, them having a lot of meat? I just want a couple of slices on my pepperoni pizza. Not the whole damn pig. Oh, sir. Huh? I'll be honest, it really with Inko really is between Inko being a little guy who just want to pinch his little cheek and call him a goober, and Inko being a trash man, where it's like, come on. It's meat. It's easy. Oh yeah, you're like a warm-blooded monkey. You don't know about that stuff. Well, I shouldn't say it like that. So, considering that Olivia is like the same age as, or seems to be the same age as Damien and Inko, like, who is older? Who's the older brother, sister? I need to pay attention. They might just give me a hint. Oh, yeah. And then it turns out he actually, like, spat on his hand to put literal fucking acid on it. You might wonder how I ended up in this situation. For that, we're gonna have to go back a couple of hours. And then the to be continued starts. Used to get half a cow from my old history teacher. She just casually shows up with a cow. He cuts it in half and hands you one. It's like, which way are we doing this year? It's like, I was thinking diagonally. For kicks, you know, for kids. I love this posture, though. I love it. The kid is oblivious. Damien knows what's about to happen, but Inko is just on his way to hell. He's just one step down the long walk. My gonads! Your follicle-stimulating hormones are dead. I appreciate Dinosaur Mickey Mouse. Something about it I like. Damien's family would be the kind of family to go to Disneyland every year, wouldn't they? Where they don't see what's wrong with it. Because they've gone there for so long, they remember the good old days and it wasn't weird. It's like, well, darling, you just gotta put up with Genie and Fast Pass and all those things if you want to ride on a ride nowadays. It's perfectly fine. Look, I spent like 15 days of my year spent just figuring out when we can go on the rides. It's perfectly reasonable to spend 15 days just planning out the rides, Inko. You shouldn't be so judgmental. You know, violence in movies and sex on TV. Oh no, Hank Hill would probably kill me if I actually did that. You know he would. He'd be like, God dang it, that ain't no good TV stuff. Hell, you think you're doing over there, buddy? No, I'm not. I just experienced chemical castration. Firsthand. Without announcements. Pretty sure that's, like, some sort of violation. I mean, to be honest, if someone splashes you with a mysterious liquid that is causing weird noises, bubbles, and or just awkwardly seems to bleach your clothing, and they yelled acid splash, you'd probably freak out. Can you imagine, like, your puberty involves you making a hole in your bed by drooling on it? Like, that sounds, like, awful. Like, oh, darling, you're having the good old-fashioned sleep spittle. We're gonna buy you some rubberized sheets, you know, made of this special anti-acid stuff. Don't worry about it. Mom, everyone at school will know that I burned a hole in my bed. Well, darling, you also burned a hole in the car lock, so, not exactly like this is your first go. But that was over 2 weeks. Acid doesn't work like that, though. Acid really doesn't work like that. It depends on the kind of acid, but a lot of acids just don't work like that. Exactly. Because partially, like, a layer of acid is really only so much acid to go around. If you got thick clothes, you're probably good. Odds are, if they have anything worse than that, I imagine there are, like, programs of, hey, listen, your kid is, like, literally causing chemical wounds. We're gonna have to clip a couple of things to make sure a kid doesn't do that anymore. That's probably a thing they have, because this sounds dangerous. I mean, Call Me Fang, like, I specifically think about, like, I imagine that wings under certain conditions would have like spontaneous erection as like a defensive mechanism. You know, where Fang in Snoot Game goes like, like you would wear during sports or situations where you might get scared or agitated. You would probably wear like wing sacks to cover those and make sure they don't just pop in someone's eyeball. Same with horns. You probably had like special horn shields, probably rubberized, not like a cork, like most people think like a big cork. No, just like a rubberized sheath you put over it to make sure that when you hit someone, it doesn't immediately kill them or scratch the glass. Maybe people have like cute little metal or like tips they put on just to cover it up and make it a little less destructive. They're like Ben said, scratching the glass. This is unnecessary lore building, but it's something you can think about. Because that's not really what the sentence is about. It's just cute. You get it? Because the women like to spit the acid. Jesus Christ, that's sexist. Well, you know, you get used to it, buddy. Just saying. Ha! You don't want to know what a blowjob looks like, boy. There's a lot of soap involved. Why soap? Soap's a basic, boy. What do they teach you in chemistry school? What the hell do they teach you kids in chemistry school these days?
Yeah, darling, gotta know that stuff if you ever wanna help yourself.
Like, the reason some really bad acids fuck you up so bad is because it... Like, the problem is the kind of damage that it can do, right? It can get in there and it can really fuck you up and sever nerves and stuff. Similar to a cut. But a cut is relatively... It's really complicated, alright? Injuries are very hard. There's a reason why doctors are such a respected profession, and it's so goddamn difficult. There's a reason why extracting a glass bulb from your butthole is remarkably complex. Part has to do with the bulb, and part has to do with your butt. It's great. But your butt does have an idea, so that's nice. Can help out. I don't know. I just can't look at smiling at... He's just so cute, alright? Just want to give him little pat-pats. I want the little petting hand. I like the credit song go... Yes, it's a little goober. Wait. Oh, that's Sophia. Oh, yeah. Oh, so the picture I saw of Sophia in the phone assets is like young Damien seeing his baby brother. Oh, that's adorable. That's baby Why is that your picture? That's so embarrassing for Damien. Oh, no. Oh, that's so bad. Although that does pique my curiosity. Why the hell is that in the phone assets? Because that's a parent talking to a teen friend. Still not as bad as a spoiler of some things people have told me. Which weren't even meant to be spoilers. They were just like like observations that due to the nature of the observation and what it applies about long-term relationship between characters said a lot. Or maybe it's just as simple as like, hey, he's just sick today. Please watch Olivia. I could actually see that just being the case. Like, hey, listen, Damien is fucking dead. He might have drank like a whole glass of acid that Vinny had been drooling that last night. Can you babysit Olivia? Because she kind of needs someone to make sure she doesn't roll down the ramp again. She tends to zone out partway through and just woo right into the street. Never gotten hurt, but it's a thing. And like the principal, Scalar is gonna kill us if it happens again. The liability is a pain. I like that he doesn't fully understand that that's the context of it. Cute little Inko pat pat. Summer's End. The last day of summer. The problem I have with Last Day of Summer is I want you to look at the environment. There's palm trees and like giant ferns. They don't live in a place that has too many seasons. It's like a really weird thing to hold over culturally. I mean, technically so is celebrating Christmas as a non-religious person in a lot of areas, because Christmas finds its root in the summer solstice, which is very much related to, like, agriculture. Huh. What's wrong, Real Lobster? What did I say this time? I just wanted to see, like, the Dabian's PFP, because I was very excited. Very excited. It's very cute in PFP, though. Everyone's wearing extra layers. Oh! What's too soon? Olivia rolling in the oh. Oh, shit. Oh. The ramp. I'm gonna point it out again. Snoot Game had a goddamn ramp for the school, but Goodbye Volcano High didn't. Shows you who thinks about inclusivity. Just tapping my temple there, buddy. Just tapping my temple. No one's going to put on extra layers, Mr. Randy. We're in a visual novel. No one has spare clothes. Except for future scenes or past scenes. Or is just the entire world constantly tropical? Ugh. Yeah, there must be some sort of shift, because... Okay, let's talk about this. A lot of wars do slow down in winter for a variety of reasons. I imagine with dinosaurs, like, winter is the time humans go, ha, you poor fuckers. And they just go for it. So I imagine there must be some sort of shift that, you know... I know that I've already pointed out there seem to be no disabled people in Goodbye Volcano High. Like, the wing on Nasser is the worst thing, and I think part of that is they didn't want to write about stuff they didn't know about. It doesn't work, though, if you have a character who is obviously in some way differently abled from his species members, and you just don't have an access ramp for people in wheelchairs. Like, I don't know. That's eugenics. That's a whole ethical debate. You could write an entire goddamn game about, hey, no one is invalid or needs or has, like, blind problems. Like, some characters have glasses, so clearly whatever system they use to not have to deal with people in wheelchairs is not that extensive. That's a whole goddamn story in its own right. Exciting, but unrelated to this. I'm just talking about the fact... Look at this goober. The Patriarch. Man, you are going to be so pissed when you find out, man. He's going to be so pissed. Lobster, I'm okay with that, but why do some people wear glasses in that case? Is it just a fashion thing? Because she's a nerd, so it's obviously implied to not be. But if glasses are just a fashion thing... Gosh. But but we still end up with the problem of why Nasser? He's like the one problem with any of those theories. Because he has a fucked up wing. And no one talks about it, so we don't know. Okay, it could have happened after he was born. That makes perfect sense. Right? But does it? Because then you would expect more people, because getting injured like that is not entirely unlikely. Especially in a world where things are this fucking fine. Like, if anything, accidents become more common because people are more lackadaisical about things, on some level. Although, admittedly, there seem to be barely any fucking cars, so good luck getting sent to Truck-Coon Land. There are no isekai in Goodbye Volcano High because no one knows what a fucking truck is. Well, I mean, the thing Inko needs to remember is this pair of jeans is already ruined by, like, light acidification. Y'all might as well go for it, buddy. I love Olivia is just like, oh, fuck. Ah! What the hell are you doing here? I was invited! That's a great answer. Focus on her face about the other things. What the heck are you doing here? I live here, moron. You sweat. Oh, crap, right. Even told me on the way. God, I love how stupid he is. Yeah, like, you can go with that, but Wings are practical. There are wing licenses. So I imagine they probably had a long talk that's like, hey, listen, your son gonna fucking have a shit wing. And, like, people don't have disabilities in our world. Hey, would you like to abort him? Or are you like, hey, it's fine if, like, every other pterodactyl calls him a loser? I don't know. Like I said, there is a massive discussion to have about this, and we're not having it right now. I don't want to. I don't want to turn on the loot tab. I don't want to turn on the loot tab. Please. 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 Be nice. Very soft. There's a GUI element for the gallery, but all it says, unlock CG button cover. Drawings. Oh, it's my drawing! It's in here. So I can theoretically edit this and pretend it's real. Chuchinoko is real? Who would have known? Hold on. There's only like 2 looty pics, and they're not all that looty, actually. They are fairly tame. Listen, I would go, hey, you spring me $20, but you can't spring me $20, so we can't make it happen. I'm sorry, there's just no way. It just cannot happen. Hold on, though. Lewd CG here. Great. Huh. Well, we got some time. You can figure out how to send me $20. Stuff it in an envelope. Throw it across the water. It's got a bunch of quarters. Just overflow the machine. I'll be honest, though. I get the feeling that I should know what this experience is. Like, in the back of my head, but I don't recall. I like how he has homeroom on Thursday. He's like, I thought it was the school anthem or something. What was it called again? Like, Worm Day? Let's see if I can find the name for it. Summer's End. There you go. How would you mistake that for an anthem? No, I still love that he fucking saluted. It's still such a good detail. Oh. You really weren't paying attention, buddy. Like, you fucked up in 2 different ways. It's amazing. I was surprised to find out that Americans have, like, these little rolls you can put money into. That's like, this is the right amount of quarters to be this amount of dollars. Like, what? I just want to know if you drown or not. Inko doesn't think, head empty. The sun reflects through it and you just see nothing. The subsurface scattering reveals that there's a peanut in there. It's not a very tasty peanut, but it's there, I guess. She likes it in the water. Oh. You know, hanging out down the street. The same old thing she did last week. Listen, she needs to sell the bathwater. You know, that's how it works. Sploosh. Gator! Weird version of the dead man's float. I'm sorry for chemically castrating you in front of everyone. But I thought you would never get laid. You look like such a loser. Well, that's the second punch, I guess. Oh. abusaduro. Okay. 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 Listen. You know what? You know what? You know, I'll turn on the filter when we get there. When we get to the part where the filter shows up. I'll let you take a little peek. It's not going on the recording, but it is going on the stream. I have the lines here. But you can't tell anyone. It's a secret. And I'm not going to look at it either. I will not know. I will not know. You can't convince me of anything. Like, why are you buying him such long sleeves? I know that he's supposed to grow into it, but come on. Roll him up. He's just going to get mud on everything. And marinara, too. Oh, they tried to move the actual goddamn table. It's just a... Yeah, we can play humans versus dinosaurs, and you can commit an incredible atrocity. That's what every nation does. You put the Japs in the camp, then the Japs put the Dutch in a camp, then the Dutch had the police actions, then we have the Germans. Everyone gets a camp of their own. Everyone gets to go in summer camp, kid. The humans, the dinosaurs. War is fun. Especially with Nerf. It's Nerf or nothing. As someone who's moved several bits of heavy furniture, moving furniture sucks. It's awful. It's the only explanation. Oh no, it's Como. Hello, Mo. I like that Vinny is, like, cooking up some pretty smart plans, actually. Like, get some help. Use some wheels. And Damien is, like, legitimately considering it. Not in front of the guest, yeah. Oh my god. I just remembered fucking... What's his name again? The guy in Final Fantasy, I think 10? Who was, like, near constantly bitching about the Alped. There, Como. There. Forgot his name. But, like, his whole character arc is that he's just a racist asshole. and for no reason, he's just like, no, I hate the Alped.